Anyways, all right, so we're gonna get started here in a second. I was gonna get all dressed up and all that stuff for the webinar, but I figured, you know what, I'm gonna keep it real today and show you guys the beauty of working from home, which is you can be in a t-shirt and a hat and, you know, still work hard and business. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna go through a quick PowerPoint. If there's a chat screen in here, please feel free to comment while we're going through the webinar and all that stuff. I'll be able to see the comments and stuff coming in. So, all right, so let's go ahead and share my screen, and we'll get started. All right, so I'm really excited to be sharing this with you guys today. It's something that I've been doing now for about 3 years, and I really want to share the value with everybody tonight on this webinar, on this call, and really dive into some things that maybe some of you already know, maybe some of you don't know, and how to run a successful business from home. So what are we going to cover tonight? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you a little about myself, how this business really did change my life for the better, made me a happier person, and gave me the time freedom and the money that I never thought would be possible working from home. So it's pretty awesome. I'm also going to let you know how the everyday normal person can you know, own your own life. You know, you can get ahead, how you can get ahead, and if you're willing to put in the work and you know, and sacrifice for it, working from home is definitely a good possibility for you. You know, and also really want to dive in a little bit about what you would do if you had more time and money, if you had more time freedom to spend with your kids, or maybe volunteer or something like that. Like, what actually would you do with that time freedom and that residual income that's coming in that you don't have to work for on an hourly basis. I'm also going to talk about some royalty income, what royalty income is, and you know, we'll dive into that, because that's where really the residual income comes in, and it's really important to talk about that. We're also going to talk about what 3 marketing strategies, you know, that businesses have today. How do we market to people out in the marketplace? How do we, you know, what do we do? What are the 3 strategies that businesses do to get, you know, their product or service or whatever they do out to people? We're also going to talk about the power of leverage. So that's very, very important, because leverage is something that we all want in our business. Something that if we have leverage, we'll be able to control a lot more things than just time and money. Be able to control many, many aspects of our business that we never thought possible. And also stay tuned till the end, and I'm going to give away a couple of our starter packs for the business. So, all right, so let's get into it. You know, also want to talk a little about why you're here. Think to yourself right now when you're on this webinar, you know, why are you here? Why are you on tonight? Are you interested in, you know, making some income from home, making some extra money, or running a full-fledged, full-time business from home like I do? You may be a parent wanting more time with your children. You know, I know that was a big thing for me. I have 2 kids, and that was huge for me. I'm able to get up with them every day, take them to school, you know, go to all the functions that they have, which I was never able to do before. Or maybe you're, you know, fresh out of the military, or currently in the military, and you know, you just want to find out, what do I do? Maybe you're looking at, you know, the end of your service, and you wanna figure out what's going on for the next steps in your life. So, or maybe you're in college or just out of college. I know about 80% of the college graduates right now are unable to find jobs. So, opportunity for you. Or maybe you're a baby boomer, and you know, you just want to contribute more to your community, or you know, maybe you've got some money saved up in the bank or something like that, and you want to do something that's new and exciting, and that you would enjoy doing, helping people. Or maybe, you know, you just hate your job. I know that was me, and I hated my job. Most of us do hate our jobs, and so that goes without saying. I mean, you know, if you hate your job, you definitely don't want to do it for 30 more years. Or maybe you just want more money, and and that's totally fine. You know, you don't necessarily have to come into this thing wanting to change the world. Maybe you just need a little bit more money to get paid what you're worth. And we'll be talking about all those topics tonight. So a little about myself. My name is Jason Smith again. I am a new entrepreneur after the last about 3 or 4 years here with this business. I'm a former police officer for the Los Angeles Police Department. I did that for 13 years. Gosh, crazy how time flies. One of you guys, if anyone's on the call right now who's been in their job more than 13 years, type it in the chat. I'd love to hear from you and what you're doing. Also, if you you know, I was really tired. I was worn out as a policeman. I was working the worst neighborhoods in Los Angeles, and it really got it got old. You know, working the worst neighborhoods in LA, where the crime and the violence is just, you know, staggering. If you would, you know, sit down and think about, you know, 20 minutes from where you live, and if you live in the Los Angeles area, you know, crime is happening all over the place, and it's pretty crazy. You know, I used to work 12-hour shifts. I was never home with my kids. I was always in court working overtime to you know, to make it happen for myself. And I just, you know, I was really disappointed with my career path and the way it was going. I was a hardworking policeman. I was out there doing the deal every single night, chasing guys, getting guns off the street. I was involved in a couple major fatal incidents. And, you know, I guess I really didn't know I was looking for something else until this business opportunity approached. And what ended up happening was about 8 or 9 years into my career, the police department stopped paying us overtime. And, you know, most policemen and firemen develop a huge portion of their income is on overtime. And I developed a lifestyle on that overtime. And when the overtime stopped, I didn't know what I was going to do. So what I do out of desperation, I went out and started a mobile detail business. You can see there's a picture there of my van that I had. It's called Executive Detail. And I didn't really know what I was doing at first. And I actually built a successful mobile detail business and a couple guys working for me and stuff. And it was out of desperation. So a lot of times we do things out of desperation that we wouldn't normally do. And we end up being successful at it because we got to work our butts off in order to get there. And obviously I had no time freedom for my family. I was tired, worn out. You know, I was working all night from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Would get about an hour sleep, detail cars all day, and do it all over again. And I did that for almost 3 years, and it really killed me. And I'm just amazed that I can do what I'm doing now, not work even half as hard, but I'm achieving more success now than I was as a policeman after 13 years in just 3 short years. So, okay, you guys. So, what is owning your own life? You know, I love reading this. I read this quite often because it's really important to take a look at this. You know, so let's just read this here real quick. When you subtract out sleep, along with other commitments, most people have less than 2 hours a day to do what they really want to do. So if you want to just come home and chill and just, you know, relax, you know, you really only have 2 hours a day free time, you know, to do that. And it's pretty it's pretty amazing that you know, I was the same way. Actually, I had less time than that. I had less than 2 hours. I mean, I was sleeping an hour or two, getting up, running out the door. So it's very important that we really look at this. And owning your life isn't just making money. It's owning your time. You know, what do you want to do with your time on a daily basis? And that's really important. So, so what would you do if you had more time? You know, would you spend more time with your family, your kids, you know, cousins, you know, relatives? You know, would you be traveling to see them? Would you give more time to your charities, or actually volunteer to your local shelter or something like that? You know, would you take some more vacation? You know, in most cases, you know, people take time for themselves, and that ends up costing them, you know, income, because when we work an hourly income or an hourly wage, you know, it normally equates to, oh, I don't have any more sick time, I don't have any more vacation time, so I have to take time out of my schedule. And what it does is it ends up costing you money, just because you want to take that little extra time for yourselves, or for family, or maybe even just a family emergency or something. You know, most jobs don't give like bereavement and things like that, you know, for family emergencies. So what would you do for more time, you know, if you had more time? So think about that for a minute, as I'm talking here. You know, I mean, I know what I'm doing with my time. I'm spending time with my kids. I'm able to travel to go to my brother's house that lives in Colorado and spend time with his family. You know, I used to race professional motocross, so we're out riding motorcycles and doing stuff all in you know. And while I'm doing this, my business the wheels are turning in my business, and it's becoming more successful every day. and I don't have to spend 40, 50 hours a week into a job to get that done. So it's pretty awesome. And the next topic, this is a huge one for everybody, money. What would you do if you had more money? Would you, if you had more money and the time, would you go back to school? Would you go to college? I know, I still need to finish my degree. Maybe someday I'll go back to school. Would you give money to your favorite charity? Would you, do things that you normally wouldn't do? Like take off for the weekend, and you say, hey, you know what? Let's book a flight. Let's go to, I don't know, Nashville, and see, or let's go to New York and walk around the city for the weekend. And would you buy cool stuff? Cars, clothes, all the stuff that normally you wouldn't be able to do because you didn't have the money to do. So think about that for a minute. You guys look over this really, really closely and really think about that. So, money is huge, and money is not the root of all evil. It just depends on how you use that money and how you use that luxury. So, and right now in your life, who is telling you how to spend your time? Is a boss telling you, hey, listen, you got to be at the office from 8 to 5 or whatever? For me, I was working 12-hour shifts, and as a policeman, even after working 13 years on the job, I still had to work weekends. I still couldn't say, hey, I don't want to work Christmas Day. I'd rather spend Christmas Day with my kids. But guess what? As a policeman, as a civil servant, you have to be out there doing what wants you to do. Are your bills telling you how to spend your time? That's a big one. It may sound kind of weird, but if you have a ton of bills and all you're doing is working, pay off your bills, is that what's dictating your time? Or is it maybe your career track? Are you working, like I used to work? Are you working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week? And you have no time for anything else, and that's just not, you guys, that's pretty miserable, actually, and I used to do it. So why do we do it? Why do we, have zero time? Why do we have all these bills? Why do we, go to the office every day? It's because that's what we were taught to do. We were taught to, go to school, get a job, and get a degree, get a job, and then after 35, 40 years, we retire. My dad's a retired FBI agent. He worked 37 years at the FBI. He's pretty happy now, but man, I remember all the years of him driving to work, the stress of the job and all that. It builds up after so many years. So, the normal track is to do this, it's exactly what we're taught. But, as we, technology builds and as entrepreneurship is building and the economy is changing, the entrepreneurship is actually a safer spot for us to be in than a corporate job. So it's pretty crazy how things are changing. So anyway, so let's talk a little bit about time and money. I know we've been harping on this subject for a little bit now, but it's really important that we look at a couple things. So let's look at person A, who earns $120,000 a year, right? And then person B, who earns $100,000 a year. So person A obviously earns a little bit more than person B, but let's look at a couple things here. So who earns more money? So person A works 50 hours a week, works 5 hours a week. So think about that. You guys read over this a couple times. So really, who earns more money? Is it person A that makes 120, but he's sacrificing all of his time, which is working 50 hours a week, which is a little more than a full-time job? Or is it person B who only works 5 hours a week, has time freedom and leverage, right? And his time and money. And so person A earns $46.15 an hour, working 50 hours a week, because that person is trading, time for money. And person B earns $384.62 an hour because he only works 5 hours a week. But person B has the time, the money, and the freedom to be able to spend that money and do what he wants. So it's pretty cool if we look at the two scenarios here, person A and B. What is our ultimate goal in life or career, or or whatever we're doing on a daily basis? Some people have all the time in the world, but they're broke. They have no money, right? And that makes them unhappy. So other people have money, have a lot of money but have no time because they're working so much. That was me, you know. I mean, I made decent money at the police department, but you know, I was working my butt off, and it gets tiring, it gets old, you know, and I was unhappy. I really wasn't able to spend time with my kids. You know, I missed a lot of stuff with them, and I definitely don't want to go back to that. And you know, so the goal in life is to have both, right? The goal in life is to not have to worry about money and not really have to worry so much about time, so you can use your time wisely. And you know, and that really equals financial freedom. You know, time, if you have the time that you want, you have the money that you want, that equates to happiness and financial freedom. So so we're going to talk real quick about the 2 keys of financial freedom and what that really is. So first, you know, the first one is called leverage. You know, everybody wants leverage in their business, and you know, when we say leverage in business, what we mean is, you know, are we you know, really leveraging our time and money to make it work for us, you know? And so if you think about leverage, like the other day I was doing the brakes on my car, and I had this little tiny wrench, and I was trying to get a bolt off with this smaller wrench. But then what I did was I ended up getting a really long wrench, and I was able to get that bolt off a lot easier because I had more leverage and more help in getting that bolt off, because I was able to put a lot more pressure on one end, which makes the bolt, you know, swivel around and untighten. So, and that's what leverage is in our business. So we only have 24 hours in a day, and only through leverage can we really honestly create more hours. And so if I have me, Jason Smith, working 40 hours, but then I have 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 people underneath me working also 40 hours, and they're working for me in my business, then that's leverage. Okay, you guys, you have a key group of people working with you together to create more leverage. Okay, and the second key to financial freedom, and the second key really to life and to owning your own life, to be able to get more time and money, is royalty income. So royalty income, if you don't know what that is it's basically an income earned on work that's already been performed, but it's repeating itself, and you're making money off of that, and you don't have to continually work for that income. And normally the only people that really get the income are, like, you know, authors from their book sales, you know, things like that, actors, singers. So every time a song comes on the radio, they get a royalty for that. Let's say an actor, you know, is in a commercial, and every time that commercial airs, they get a royalty. So a little cut of the total earning goes to them, and that's money that they don't have to think about. It just comes in the mail, it shows up, and that's royalty income. And with our business, the business that we do, we actually have the ability to earn royalty income, which is huge. And so royalty income, you guys. So let's talk about some marketing strategies. You know, and you know, any you know, any business has a product that they can take to the marketplace, right? So these are marketing strategies that we're going to be talking about, the things that we take to the marketplace in order to earn income. Okay, and then we're going to look at a couple different ways it's taken out to people so they can see or purchase your product or your service, whatever that you're offering, and which one of these marketing strategies allows us to earn that royalty income, or that free money, basically, we won't have to keep working for. So the 3 strategies are: number 1 is retail, 2 is direct sales, and 3 is network marketing. So number 1 in retail, so you got, you know, Walmart, grocery stores, gas stations, any place that you basically walk into, you can purchase something and walk out, that's a retail store. If they have like a candy bar, it's a retail store. Clothes, you know, anything like that. You know, discounted items, whatever it is. If you can walk into a physical structure, or if you can go online and purchase something, they're retailing you a product, right, or a service. Okay, but the only thing about that is, you know, there's no royalties involved in retail, because you're depending on somebody walking through the door or going onto your online business and purchasing something from your store or from your business. And there's no overrides from that. There's no royalties coming in from that. And number 2 is direct sales. So we're talking like, you know, someone selling insurance, like Avon, door-to-door sales, mail orders, stuff like that. So direct sales, when you directly deal with a rep or somebody that's selling you something, that's called obviously direct sales, and that's where you get that. And again, there's no royalty income involved with that. It's a one-time sale. You don't have a network of people that are working with you to be able to develop that royalty. And number 3 is network marketing. So what network marketing does, it combines retail and royalty income. Okay, so you're able to retail a product or a service in network marketing. You get that out to people, and then also from your team members that your network of people that you've built, that you bring into your business, you actually earn a royalty income off of whatever they do in their business. So it's really cool. So again, retail, no royalties; direct sales, no royalties. And number 3 is network marketing. So these are the 3 strategies in our world today, and there's only a few that we can earn royalties on. Right? So what we want to do in our business, and in order to gain leverage, is you want to build an organization of people, right? So let's just look at this picture, and if you look at the power of one more, and really what this means is, if I bring, let's say, I bring John into my business, and I say, hey, John, let's go ahead and build a business together. You can come in, we can earn royalties. We have a product that you can retail out to people. You can work from home, and I explain all the details to him, and John ends up coming in. So John says, yeah, this sounds great. And then what John does is John brings in, let's say, 2 other people. 4 people, 3 underneath me, including myself, that are in my organization. And they're in my organization. And so right there, I'm creating leverage, and I really want you guys to understand this because this is huge. So leverage. And then let's say, that 3rd person that came in from John, that person goes out and talks to a couple people, and one more person joins. So now we have, a core group of 5 people working together. We're all working together. We're all, in this business, and we're doing it. And it's great. We're building a network. So we're building leverage. So I not only have myself working, but I have 5 other people now who are also putting in the work, and we're creating leverage through a network of people. So a little about our company. I'm going to go into our company now. We're in the wellness industry. Product that you actually consume. It's a great product. We've been in business for over 36 years, 90 plus countries to do business. So if you have people in other countries that or family or whatever, them and do business with them. We've done, in 2014, 2015, we did a little over $7.8 billion in sales. So it's pretty awesome. And we are Herbalife International. And like I said, we've been in the business for 36 years. We're all over the country. Last year we did over 1.5 billion servings of our healthy meal that we've served to people. And I just want to tell you a little bit about our leadership of our company, you guys. This is really, really important. Herbalife has been in business for a long time. We have some great scientists working for us and with us, great doctors. And, some of you may know the gentleman on the top right-hand side, Michael O. Johnson. He was a former president of Disney International, and he came over to Herbalife. He's an active athlete. He participates in cycling events and stuff like that. He's a great guy. He's helped really grow our company, and we're indebted to him tremendously for helping us out. We also have a doctor on our staff that actually is a Nobel laureate. He won a Nobel Prize in medicine for one of the products that he came up with. It's called Nightworks. And then we also have the 17th Surgeon General, who's also on our staff, and his name is Dr. Richard Carmona. And we have one of the best athletes on our that we sponsor, Cristiano Ronaldo, great soccer player. So there's just a few things that that Herbalife has to offer for everybody, and to make sure that we're building a strong business. And our business model is this in a nutshell. It's people helping other people get healthy, lead a healthier lifestyle, earn an extra income, which is huge. And you're in business for yourself. So you're actually, when you come into Herbalife, you're an entrepreneur, just like myself. You own your own business, but you're not in business. You you get pretty big tax breaks as a business owner. Again, we have a consumable product that you yourself, or I consume every single day. I consume these products because they're awesome. They're manufactured by doctors, and they're sustainable, which means you can take them over a long period of time. It has no adverse effects on your body. You can buy products at wholesale for yourself. Which is awesome because you don't have to pay full retail for a product like you would have to at like Target or Costco or something like that. And then since you buy the product at wholesale, you can actually turn around and retail that product for a profit of either 25 to 50% profit for yourself, for your business. So, and you can earn royalties and additional bonuses from the company also. So in my opinion, when I heard all this, it pretty much has everything that I wanted in a business, and I couldn't wait to get started. So how you earn an income is you can earn an income, work around your own schedule, part-time or full-time. Most people start this business on a part-time basis, and you run your own business. You spend more time with your family and friends if that's what you desire to do. And what's also awesome too is you get to actually lead a healthier lifestyle with this, and you get to save money on your personally consumption of the products. And again, you can retail the product anywhere from 25 to 50% profit. So it's pretty awesome. And it's great because we teach you how to build a business. So we teach you how to build a network of people through mentorship. And the mentors that we have are phenomenal. I mean, these people are making 6 to 7 figures in income with Herbalife, and we have a proven 10-step system that we plug you into right away. We've got upper level trainings for people, for us, and personal development, which is huge, which I never had before in the police department. It was an eye-opener for me to come in and be personally developed by some of these mentors. Is pretty awesome. And we teach you how to leverage your business, and that's what's great. So we also have training and some really good training and support tools for anybody that wants to get started in the business. We have calls. We have a Monday night live webcast training that we have every single Monday. 24-hour support on our 10-step system, which is a To Get Started website. We also have our quarterly business training, including live workshops, and we have a lot of cool stuff, you guys. It's pretty phenomenal what Herbalife offers and what our leadership offers. You get a free personal website when you get all that set up, and again, free mentorship, and it's pretty cool. We just launched a new division called our 3-day trial pack, which makes it even easier for you to get the products into the marketplace, into people's hands for a really reasonable price. It's pretty awesome that Herbalife's actually done this, because you don't have to get somebody started on a big program right away. You can just tell them about the 3-day trial pack. It's pretty cool. So your 4 action steps right now would be, if you're thinking about it, get started, start using the products, because obviously you need to have an emotional attachment to these products, and utilize all the trainings and all the mentorship that we have, and share the products with family and friends, and really getting it out there to everybody. So really, you guys, what we're looking for, and what I'm looking for, is I'm not looking for people who want to sell stuff. I'm not looking for people who kind of want a part-time gig or whatever. I'm looking for people who really want to own their life, people who want to change their life for the better by having the time freedom, and really having a strong why of what they're doing. I don't work with just anybody, and we shouldn't work with just anybody. We have the ability to choose who we work with in this business, and that's what's awesome about it. So let me ask you a question. Are you ready to own your life? Are you ready to take your life and your business, your income, your time to the next level? You know, set yourself up for some time freedom and leverage your income by building a network of people, bring a valuable product and service to the marketplace. I bet you, you know, if you sat and thought about it, how many people come to your head that either need to lose weight, get in better shape, or just want to be healthier? You know, that includes myself. I mean, gosh, you know, I don't care how good of shape you are right now. You know, we can all take it to the next level. So, and again, you're not in business by yourself. You know, you're an entrepreneur, but you have all the support in the world, which is pretty awesome. So basically, got 3 options for you. You can get started with our basic kit for $95, which allows you to sign up and be a part of the business, and then you get a trial pack. And our B starter kit is $210, and that's our business pack starter kit with your plan, your meal plan to start getting healthier. And then option C would be $380, which is your business pack, your starter kit, and a lean and fit program, which will start getting you healthy. If you want to get started and you'd like to do this today, or if you have any questions or want to get more information on how you can be a part of this great business, please text me at 818-669-1611. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for being on tonight, you guys. Really grateful for everybody who showed up. Thank you so much. Let me just stop sharing my screen real quick and I'll show my face here. All right, you guys. So again, this is me. Got my hat on, my t-shirt. I'm here at home with my kids, and I'm sure you heard my kids in the background, but that's a part of working from home. I love it. So I love dealing with my kids and being able to do this, and they see me work right from my desk in my office at home. So, all right, you guys, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody, and we'll see you soon. See you on the next one.